Hey guys, my name is Cidiac and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines where we're in Falls Town once again. Guys, last episode we built our very own little oil-filled section with the industry. We had a few little challenges with traffic and trying to get the exports out, but ultimately that place made so much cash money moolah. Now, since last episode, there's been some big changes in the game and outside of the game. So let's start with outside of the game first. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, you'll notice that I've got a brand new PC, which, as you can probably tell by this video, can run City Skylines so much better. So all that issue and lag we had before, it's kind of non-existent. The game runs like you're cutting through butter. It feels so good. So then the changes off the game. In the game, I've done a lot of work on the industrial area. Now, it's not perfect. There's still a few things I want to add into it to kind of get it up and running a little bit more efficiently. But it's more efficient than what it once was, if that makes any sense. Now, all I'm doing right now is just stalling. So why don't we just jump straight into it? So guys, if you enjoyed this and want to see more City Skyline in the future, then make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. So, we're back. And the game runs so damn good with the new PC. If you want to know what the specs are on my new PC, go check out my Twitter and Instagram. All the links for those will be in the description below. The posts that I made about it contain all the specs and whatnot, but it runs City Skylines so good. So what have I done then since last episode? Well, I've kind of taken a few of you guys' kind of comments and feedback and stuff like that. Got rid of a bunch of kind of storage buildings. So we don't have the build-up and traffic there. I placed in an export area at the top of the the storage area, because a lot of them, if I go to the products right now, look how much money it's making. Damn, boy. A lot of them are exporting just raw oil. And that's going to be handy coming from the warehouse, storage kind of warehouse, whatever you want to call them. I kind of changed it a little bit. I got another one in here, which I'm not a huge fan of. I really want to change it today. Now, this is kind of being the main kind of export area for the production buildings, which is handling it really, really well. Its only downside is it's in an awkward position. It crosses the road. It causes traffic. So I want to kind of move it into this area on itself. Now, the original one that we had down here, it's still getting used, but not as much anymore because we have these ones that are taking the heat off everything else. Now, which is really great. Loving it. It's got our own little kind of train track here. Now this here, all these connections were originally to the main train line, as you can see running through. Now I had it connected to there for quite a while, but what I started to notice is because there's multiple kind of connections coming in, the trains caused a huge traffic jam into the city. So what I did was I kind of ran a track parallel with it, and it goes to different areas. So it all connects to the oil industry here, but it filters into the main train line system at different points. This one all comes down, it kind of runs through, and it kind of connects down to this kind of one over here, which look at the traffic getting built up over here. Damn, boy. That's because the amount of trucks that are using or trying to come from this area. I got an idea to solve this as well, so it's going to be pretty cool what we're going to get set up. So it kind of filters down to here, and also it filters out on this little area here to go straight out of the area, because I was finding this little junction here, as you can see now, there's a little bit of a backlog, and you see there's a little bit of a traffic jam. Let's see what is happening with this if I go underground. You see we got that funky connection just there. Now I've not long changed this, and I haven't let the game run long enough for the new train lines to update their routes, but everywhere else is fixed. It's just not that. And look at this, we're now finally getting the water issues coming back in. It's kind of funny, isn't it? But the trains are true champions, and they just devour it and go through it. So what we're going to be doing today, let's, what else happened in Cidiac, basically? Well, going to move this one over here somewhere. Now, this one here, I'm going to get rid of it. And the reason we get rid of it is because this line is not a main route, whatever you want to call it. It's a kind of cut off of the main route going under. I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to drop down a cargo airport. I don't know if I can get it on top of this hill, because this hill is quite a cool area. It's high enough for the planes can just fly off and away they go. And the cargo airport has a train line or a train depot attached to it. So yeah, I'm getting rid of this, but ultimately I'm just replacing it and placing it in the airport. So before we do any of that then, we're going to kind of move this. So if I can place it here, the great thing about the airport is it's surrounded by the 4 industries. So it would be a great connection hub for getting goods in and out of the city for this industry area. That's why it's going to be such a good connection. But I kind of need to sort this one out first. So we're going to pause it. We're going to delete it, unfortunately. Let's get rid of much of that as possible. And we're going to go now with the industry road. We're going to do a one-way system. There we go. Can I connect it into there? Would it not let me? What? Oh, slope. How steep is this slope? Ooh, okay. Right, we'll run this. Should we just run the connection all the way down? Why not? Right, let's delete this for a moment. We'll do a few deletings. There we go. So this is really going to funnel the traffic for us. And then when it comes to the cargo, now which side is best for us? We're going to have to do some terraforming, as you can see. We'll get rid of this one as well. So that is quite a steep road. So, there we go. Ooh, I thought I slipped on it for a second there. So let's try and bring this down a little bit. There we go. Bring that down a bit too. I'm trying my best to kind of make it look as natural as possible. Alright, it's a little wavy, it's a little bumpy here and there. Oh dear God. What have I done? I think the best thing to do is actually kind of smoothen this hill a little bit first. So let's try that. Let's smoothen out this hill a tad. Let's go for a bigger brush size. There we go. It's starting to come down a little bit as you just flatten it and smoothen it a lot more. Nice. Let's delete that road as well. There we go. Come back a bit. So it should be a lot smoother now to work with. So by creating a direct line across, that works out pretty well. And I don't know if we just leave that road as it is there. See how it goes almost. Right, okay. So the train then, I can now fluidly place it along. So let's kind of drop it a little bit further down to about there. So the train line has got space to work with. Right, so if I bend this up like that, it's a delicious connection. And should we just raise this? Just raise the road slightly. And we'll do a little bit of terraforming just for this area. So get the flatten tool out, brush size all the way down. There we go. So the level this is currently at right now, we'll kind of stick it out a bit all the way around. And then we'll... a little bit of a smooth on the go, boys. A little bit au naturel-esque. If that's the right word to say. There we go. So that's the new train depot then. So we can put it back into play mode then, and everyone's going to be all set up and running. So that gets rid of the bulk of traffic. I mean, it wasn't much traffic, but there was a slight little, little issue you could see arising. If you get more and more stuff in. And this here, needs some water. Is the brand new export area. So everyone has to come down this way. It's a two-way road and then funnels out here. So whether they're going back up here, they can just cut back in that way or just go out and shoot all the way down. It's entirely up to them. It's a little bit more efficient to get things all set up and running. So let's take a look at this airport then. Because this airport's going to be such a good hub for everyone around. Now I've got two options. I could either place it on top of this mountain here. It's quite dominant and overlooking the city. Or place it more centralized to all of the industries, like in this area. I don't know. It's kind of like a tough decision to make. But let's see. We've got the cargo hub airport. That's a cargo airport. The cargo hub one. Now, let's have a look. But it was to place alongside a road. Oh yeah, I forgot it needs to be placed alongside a road. So we do have one originally over here. which gets used quite a lot. As you can see, it takes a big brunt of the export traffic for this side of the city. Now we're going to have one over here too. So is it worth having one up here then? I've got to think of the road connection. Because there's really nothing going on over here. So it might be more efficient to have it in this area. If that makes sense. It's a tough one, isn't it, guys? It is literally a tough one. Because I really don't know if they'll use this. Well, if the people from here will come down. But then I'm thinking, if I place it here, and then I'm thinking like, well, these guys have got to travel all the way up there. So why wouldn't these guys travel all the way over here? It just makes more sense to pull it over on this side. We just need to create like a really good transport link for it. Okay, so let's say that this here, if I stick it out, there we go, is the inlet route for the airport. And we go, let's go 50 across that way. There we go, 50 across this way. We'll cut up by 20. There we go. This is so we can create the au natural. Oh, I need to make this a one-way route as well. The au natural curvature. We're doing a big loop. Right, how did that happen? There we go. So we kind of now want to do some curves. Yeah. Right, let's bring this out to there. Up here it goes. Bring this up to there. Around it goes. I like doing stuff like this. It's really fun. Right, bring it in. Down it goes. Okay, sweet, mate. Nice, simple and basic loop going around. We'll kind of leave it like that. We'll get rid of the traffic lights because we kind of want to see what the flow of traffic is going to be. Is any yeah, right, one off there, off there. We don't know what the flow of traffic is going to be like, how heavily it's going to be used. So it's just one of those things. You just build it, see what happens, then you make the changes. That's kind of what we're going to be going for. So the airport here then. So it's got a steep slope. So we need to sort that out. And flatten tool here. So we'll kind of take it from... Right, we need to kind of figure out what the best level is to be playing with. So if I just get it in, and then we'll worry about everything else after. So, boom, place it in. Okay. So everything is on tiers, which... Do you know what? I actually kind of like the idea of it being on almost like a tier system. But that is a little bit ridiculous. So we are going to have to drop the road down and stuff. Right. So bring... Oh, we should really like do multiple selects. There we go. So bring these all down together. See, this is a lot better. Then we just fine tune each one. So it kind of bends around nicely there. That's kind of cool as well. We've got a few little cliff sides, which I don't mind because that's kind of part of the detail around it. We're just smoothing it in here on the actual road and around the airport. Oh, look at that cliff. That is a good little cliff. We'll smooth it off though because, you know, you kind of want it to... Imagine the plane just flying off and then up they go. It's going to look so good. A little bit close to the road, but hey-ho. Maybe move it down a bit. Nah, forget it. We'll leave it like that. It's going to work. So we need to make sure it's got enough water. So put a pipe across it. And the simple, well, the easiest and simple connection is right there. Now, where's the nearest garbage disposal for these guys? So we've got one there, one up there, and one over here. We have nothing over here in this area. So I think it'd be pretty cool to get some garbage disposal. We go for one of the big boy plants. There we go. Drop it there. It will also provide the power to the airport. So a little bit of that, a little bit of this. We'll drop down some policing and some fire services. So why don't we? So this is the thing now, I don't know how much traffic it's going to be causing in this area, so I don't know where I should be doing the little cut-through sections. So why don't we create like not a big town, but a small little town just here? What would that be like? If I went for, where is it? This road coming off. If we go it like that there, go up. Looks quite funky, doesn't it? Producing a tiny little town village that kind of supplements this little airport, which would be pretty nice. And then we can have like a small healthcare center. We could do like a small, like, you know, it's like a small town fire and police department. And we do like a small little elementary school that's all the way out here too. And then we'll drop a little bit, we'll drop some like low residential housing. And a little bit of low commercial too. And there we go, just a tiny bit there, supplement everything. And then obviously we're going to need water for this. And it will need power as well. Now, I might wait until that starts producing power, and we can kind of see how far the power stretches and what power lines I need to drop in. But then I also need to link this up to the train network. So we have the line that kind of runs underneath here, underneath the ground. So where's the connection? So bring that out, and then to make it go underground here, and kind of get it to run alongside and then connect, so that I can also have the connection. Is there one on the opposite side? Yeah, there is. So we make this go underground as well. Now this, I could do something as stupid as bringing it all the way down here, but that's just not going to work. So what we'll do then, we'll kind of bring it up and turn it. And do what we did to the last one. Let it run side. Ooh, we're going a bit too far close to this here, aren't we? I just realised something as well. This is a lot higher than the one that I'm trying to connect it to. Alright, bring that down here. Where can I create the connection for it? It doesn't seem to want to do it, does it? Well, why if we come off this? There we go. A little bit more easier. So, oh, spinning all the way around here. So if that has physically its own rail connection, we can get rid of the other one. And you can see a lot of vehicles. Well, yeah, well, we can already see a lot of vehicles already going to be using this. So, power, power, power. Is that producing yet? It's not producing. We'll I don't really want to do this though, but we'll let this town run like this for a little while. We'll get rid of this connection now, as it's no longer needed. So pause it. No, actually keep it in play mode. Because we're going to basically be replacing this with the airport we got just up the road. Okay, nice. We can get rid of that as well. So that's what we're pretty much doing. Replacing it with the airport up the road, which is already being used, as we can now see. So we want to see now how long it's going to take for this to actually bring back some... Well, we've got to wait for it to bring back some garbage. Then it'll start producing power. Then we see how good that runs. Now, this airport over here takes a huge brunt of the postal deliveries. You see all the blue trucks are to do with the post. So now at least we got one over here that can take the other brunt of it too, which is pretty cool. It is pretty cool to see. So, you got any garbage back yet, guys? That's ultimately what we're waiting for, isn't it? A little bit of garbage. So these have all got... Oh, they're all built. We just got to wait for the residents to move in. Got our first, what's this? A little van coming in delivering goods. Little plane is now about to take off. Still has no power, this place, but it's functioning. Just waiting for that first garbage truck to drop down. I don't think we need to do lane management, to be honest, because, well, one, there's not that much traffic, and the lanes pretty much do what I want them to do anyway. So yeah, we'll just give that some time then. So how is this going on over here then, with now the change of export area? I was about to say that. We might see a little bit of a dip in revenue, because now it takes a little bit longer for some of the trucks to drive to export them. So it might seem like we're not making as much money, but we are. It's just taking longer for the trucks to get to the export area. But it has kind of handled the traffic, hasn't it? We don't really have any traffic jams. No backlogs. It's pretty functional, if you ask me. It is pretty functional. Right. Has it been hit with the garbage truck yet? No. I'm trying to see if I can spot any garbage trucks making their way around. Not really. Oh, there's one. He is literally got 50% full. Nice. Okay. So this farm has also been kind of complaining for quite a while. Not enough raw materials. So it looks like they need a little bit more crops. How much crops are we producing? We're producing quite a bit of crops. They're just not getting to them, right? I mean, then again, they just got delivered some crops, so now they're all good. I think it's just delivery wait times, isn't it? Really, that's kind of the main... I wouldn't say the main issue. So maybe we need to make this a little bit more efficient. So, what if we connected these roads up to here? Or at least put one there. How would that change things? Because they're able to get to there a little bit quicker. It could be down to the fact that they're dirt roads and they're just a little bit slower. But I really like the idea of the dirt roads. Can we not turn that into like a ramped bridge? How much of this can I delete to go back? Okay, whoa, we deleted quite a bit. Right. Will this do anything for it now? I mean, I can bridge it under. But that's kind of not what we want to do. We don't want to do with it, to be honest. But again, I don't want to create too many connections on there, do I, to be honest? Well, that's good enough as it is. But I don't know if we want to do something here, like straight up to there, because there's not much traffic there. Let's get rid of the traffic light here. There we go. That flows a bit more. So what seems to be the issue here? So we have that there. Okay, right. We'll connect an industrial road straight up. Just connect them a little bit more, able to get the trucks to them a lot quicker. And then we could do a connection down here as well, to be honest. But we'll see how it flies, because there is a couple complaining. But they should get their product soon. I mean, because we are producing a lot of it. Crops. So a lot of it is going to waste of the crops. So it's just all about getting them to there, to be honest. That's kind of what the issue is. Right, is this now producing power? No. But somehow that has power. Right, I think we have to take drastic measures and give these guys... That's not going to produce any wind whatsoever. So we've got the garbage. Let's just do a simple power line over. Now, does it connect those guys? Because you don't have power anymore. It's like now the power's turned off. No one's coming. No one's coming, boys. It's a sad time. It's a sad, sad situation. Alright, some of these glorious parking lots. Nah. Where can we drop a little bit of wind down? All the wind stuff's up here. So let's drop... Create a small little wind farm. And then we'll bridge this down. At least there's a little bit of power coming in when the garbage thing is not producing any power. So we set that flies now. Now it's got electricity back up and running. Hopefully everyone should start coming back. We'll see. We'll see. But this industry here, working pretty solidly. We have a little bit of import coming in too, which is quite interesting. Even though the output here is just pure oil going out, so I'm not sure where the input's coming from. We should see a few more trucks and stuff now arrive in this area. How is this going down right now? We've still got a few complaints lying around. So is it worth doing some adjustings? So not enough buyers for the products. So now we've got the airport closer and it's back up and running. We'll see how things turn out. But we are making a little bit of profit off the farm. What about the quarry? 9,002. Solid, mate. What about this? 20,000. Not bad. Actually, not that bad. All the industries are making profit. Look at the backlog in traffic here. Right. We need to sort this out then, don't we? So we have no way for the people who just literally want to go straight on, do we? We have no way for them to kind of do that or have that ability. So a 2-lane highway. We'll bring it out to here. We do what we've done in various other places. Oh. Make it go underneath. And then pop back out there. So we'll do it on this one side first, because that's where the majority of the traffic is coming through at the moment. So everybody who wants now go straight on will take that route instead. You see some of them already doing it, which is pretty damn fancy. Now this is going to be the issue here, because we have a little bit of path running down alongside. We actually put some like buildings on the outside of that. I don't know why we haven't even done that or thought about that yet. So, I mean, the main problem is they're filtering back out, aren't they? And some of them might, you just simply want to come up and go back around. So what if we had a connection here as well for the peeps who want to... Can I come straight off this? Oh, it'd be so cool if I could. Right, let's create a bend on it. Oh, yeah. Right, there for the people who are filtering out here, but literally going up and coming back down. They now have a route to go out. And it's probably best if I do a 2-lane highway upgrade on this. So we have on the left, we have a left and a right situation. They get filtered out a lot more smoothly. Now I believe there is a road. Yeah, this one. It's a 3-lane road, 2 for one way, and 2 for that way. So we can filter the traffic a little bit more fluidly. This could actually work out pretty well. So if you are making that left turn, go straight down there. If you want to go straight on or turn that way, you make this lane. And that will filter the traffic a lot more fluidly there. So we see how this goes. Because now it's fallen into 2 lanes, so it can just literally filter through. Probably need to do it a little bit further back as well. But for everybody who was going this way is now no longer going this way. We also need to here make these guys merge that way. And for this, there, that will kind of sort out them flowing issues there. So everybody who's making this turn now to go back down, we'll give it a few moments for that to clear. And that's hopefully sorted that out, that problem there. But obviously everyone coming down this way, we don't have a solution for those just yet. So let's get one in. Okay. So, unfortunately, I can't do it here. So it's going to have to be somewhere here. Ooh. That goes straight down. And filters in just there. We're going to have to sort these paths and stuff out now. As we have kind of now deleted them. So we'll get them back in. Where is it? There it is. So we'll start up here then. So where this did come round, we'll just bridge it over. There we go. Now, I assume, yeah, it's very, very high. So we'll bring it all down. There we go. Nice. Is no one using this road yet? I haven't seen anyone filter out of it yet. Oh, could this be the first truck? No. Nobody wants... Maybe no one's actually coming straight down. Maybe that's what the issue is. Oh, these guys don't have power now. I've just completely disconnected them from the power grid. Alright, they're not connected. Oh, they're connected there. So why don't we just do like a simple straight connection there. There we go, back up and running. So yeah, so maybe no one is actually coming down here to ultimately... Oh yeah, there we go, one person using it. So they are using it. Oh yeah, okay, right, sweet. They're now using it. Right, let's get back to the path in hand. That's actually a cool little wiggle. I like it. Okay. Right. With those flows looking pretty decent, but then obviously we now have the traffic of the people who are ultimately trying to literally get across. Because this is the export area that they're wanting to use. So we need to bulk up these. Or this road. So upgrade that one and upgrade that one. And we're going to have to filter and choose how we do these lane maneuvers now. So, if you're going down this way, it's either straight on like this. They're the connections that you need to be in. Here, if you're making that left turn, you're going that way. There. This is the lane judgment right now. So I want them all to be filtered into the lanes that they need to be in. So let's see how that kind of rolls right now. So we got good lane dictation for those guys who just want to turn right on that junction. As you can see, some of them are going down right now. And they all need to be in a certain lane if they want to continue to go straight on, which filters them into there. But obviously it's going to cause huge backlogs, as you can see right now, which is not great. Not great at all. But at least we're getting some progress on it. At least we're getting some movement somewhere. Alright, it's all good. It's kind of cleared that backlog there. It's doing that well. Okay, issues over here then. Well, it's mainly we have to solve this catastrophe to fix this. So what if, rather than having that cut in there, we make them all drive up and round? Obviously, it will delay them a little bit. Is there a lane dictation here? Because we got one in, we'll keep it all in there. So they're now forced to drive all the way up to come in and maybe cut in this way. that gives them obviously more drive time, which they may even choose to go to the airport at that point. Gives us time for this to kind of crush down, and by the time these arrive, these queues will be down a little bit. Keeps this traffic flowing, so we just give it a moment to kind of also do what it needs to do. It could have been the way to solve it. This literally could have been the way to solve it. Who knows? We just might extend the traffic jam all the way around. It's just one of those things. You just kind of have to wait and see how it all unfolds. So they are choosing to cut in here, and they are coming round, which means the traffic will flow. And there's people obviously going down this way. So I want to see where these guys are going. So yeah, they're all pretty much making this turn in. Which not all of them are going down here, as you can see. Some of them are literally doing a left and going to a different export area. So this could have solved it. It's just one of those things. So you fix that issue, but you have to give it a good 5 minutes to see how it kind of turns out. Now we do have more vehicles making our way up here, which is good. So it still hasn't satisfied the farm area, but we don't have as many complaints anymore. So what we could do here, it gets some more industry road down. I'm actually going to get rid of this one, so I can bring this road and cut it in there. So it's another way to kind of get out of here, and bring this road directly up. So it's like another closer way to get to the export area there. And right, do we kind of create? If I delete that quickly and connect that straight down. Yeah, they're still connected by power. So just by connecting up to the main roads a little bit more fluid and easier, one, it will get rid of the traffic here, the small bit we do have, and it enables them to kind of get to their, routes and routes a lot easier. So we might as well now upgrade this road to that, and upgrade this road now as they're like filler roads or filter roads in. Same with this one and this one. And we'll see how that plays out. But we're doing well with the industries. People are using this. People are parked up on the side of the road, which I still find hilarious. Got a few peeps using living here right now, which is quite a cool little spot. There's like no traffic in this area, which is crazy to see. I can't get over how good this area is now. It's a solid 10 plus 10. Now, do I do this? Oh no, not that one, sorry, this one. Like a two-way road? Is there traffic lights there? No. So they can filter in a little bit easier. So they can turn in there if they wanted to. We'll see how that kind of works out. Yeah, we've seen a lot more usage now of this. I reckon it's because we've set these roads up here. They've now like chose, you know what? Maybe that's not the closest. This is the more efficient and closest route. What's the traffic scenario like now? It's actually dying down a bit. I think that's because more and more of these vehicles now, because they're coming up this way. Some of them are going, you know what? We'll go to this one instead, or ultimately we'll drive all the way to the airport. That's also a good shout for those guys. Interesting. And we've actually almost semi-solved the roundabout. How cool is that? So small little tweaks here and there have big impacts on the city. And again, it's just now it's dying down a bit. We'll just give this another 5-10 minutes to kind of sort its traffic out and where it needs to go and whatnot. But this is pretty good. This is definitely pretty good. We've got the hub in and everything. It's really great. So industries are now flourishing, I assume. 63,000 from the oil. We're getting 15,000 from the ore industry. For the wood one, we're getting 20,000. Wow. And for the strawberry district, oh no, it's the Anchor Plantation, it's 7. Wow, okay, so every industry has now increased. I don't know whether that is because we do have that brand new export area in terms of the airport, obviously. I don't know whether it's because of that. I don't know whether it could be solve some traffic flow issues and it's a lot more efficient. It's got to be this. It's got to be, we've got this new transport area. We solved some other routes and whatnot. Everything's able to flourish a lot nicer, cleaner, efficiently. It's perfect. Right, a few of these guys have issues now. Not enough buyers for products. So it could be the same situation here. So where you got here and you want to get to there, you got to come out all the way around, go down to come back in up here. So why don't we hook these guys up to the highway system there? Is that smart enough to do it like that? Yeah, because they can come in here, up there, go in. Easy, mate. Easy. Or do we give them a close... No, we'll try this one because this is not used as much. It's underused, isn't it? So one, we'll create this road here to be the filter out of there. This road can filter back in. And then we'll set this up. So now this is going to be interesting. It's going to delete a couple of buildings, unfortunately. But it could be exactly what we need for this area. I really don't like this connection either. I feel like we need to bow it out a little bit. There we go. So those buildings are still able to build around it. So we've got two ways to filter in, straight off the highway, so then go all the way up there, so it's easy to access those areas. We've got a way to kind of filter straight out rather than going all the way up, which they're now taking advantage of it because, again, it's efficient. And obviously they can now come straight up, go around and cut in, rather than like going up down here. They can't. They have to go up here around to get into there, or ultimately go down all the way around into there. It's more efficient to get to that area. So we might see some changes now with the forestation area, the forest industry. This is pretty dope, isn't it? Look at traffic now. It was all backed up. It's now flowing to this point, so it's now backed up to there, which it flows in. So that's... we kind of solved that. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, every issue you solve, you create another problem. But I'm struggling to see where the new problems are arising. I could be a freaking genius and just solve some major issues in the city. Who knows? But one thing I have noticed is the game runs a lot smoother on the new PC. Can you guys tell the difference? Let me know in the comment section. Can you tell, just from the video watching it, that my PC is now more powerful? It can handle City Skylines at this level? Let me know in the comment section down below. But I think we're going to end it for here, guys. We've done some ridiculous changes to the industry right now. Some ridiculous changes. It's going well. Might have to upgrade this road, this filter road, to be a bit more efficient too, like handle a bit more bulk of traffic. Maybe upgrade it to one of these roads. That's the kind of things we're going to have to go for now at this point. But let me know in the comment section anyway, guys. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.